back to the Jabs Podcast. John, Jamie, and Stipe here.
Yo.
We're squeezing this one in because we decided to go out and have fun this week as opposed to being responsible adults and taking care of our podcast in advance.
It happens. It happens.
You know, I think we needed a good guys' night out, and we got it.
You're right. We did, and I think we just had a lot going on. We had the draft. We were working, and had obligations with my family too, and of course, my brother selfishly had his wedding shower. Couldn't get out of that, so I had to go to that because I'm his brother, I'm his best man.
Yeah, had to. Air quotes.
It's the worst, actually.
So we on Wednesday, I guess
50% I did not want to go.
50%?
51%.
51% you didn't want to go.
No, I didn't want to go.
Well, you got roped in.
Yeah, no, I wanted. He's a good dude.
Your brother, him being your brother, put you over the edge. It flipped you to the other side.
No, actually, I didn't. More or less. It's more than I didn't want to go.
The other way.
Sometimes I annoy him.
So we had, for everybody listening, we had a eventful day on Wednesday. Stipe, in the last podcast, announced that he was going to the Cavs and the Indians game. I
forgot you guys went with me.
By dumb.
I fucking forgot.
We were
like, what is he talking about Wednesday? I'm a fucking moron.
We were floating around in the background, apparently. A bunch of groupies tagging along. No, Stipe kindly invited Jamie and myself to tag along. So we got to go to the Indians game on Wednesday, up in the box like the fancy people do.
We did.
And then got to play some top golf. Jamie had fatherly obligations he had to tend to.
Good man.
And then we got to go to the Cavs game, and we picked up Ryan Marie. She joined us.
She did join us, and we also picked up some bobbleheads.
We did. So
of myself, because I'm selfish.
We'll have to have you sign some of those. And
we'll give them away.
Yeah,
for sure.
I was going to say.
Oh, by the way, not the end. In the middle of this thing, we're going to do the emails. We got a lot more emails I saw.
We did.
We have to we're going to hammer some of these.
Yeah.
I'm sure that Jamie organized and curated all the emails ready to go.
I feel like he has.
So
we're good to go.
See,
my God, son of a bitch.
He's on point, bro. You talk one time, you give him a hard time, bro.
I know, exactly. He's like, you'll never get me again.
No, he's like Rain Man.
So, but
I don't know why I said that. But.
That was my... you got to go to a Browns game during the pandemic.
Twice.
So that was my twice. You don't got to rub it in, dude.
Well, you were here in the podcast. I went twice.
I know.
Yeah, we had that whole discussion.
I got to go to zero.
Yeah, I didn't.
So they
were great.
Was the Indians game your first sporting event since everything? That was my first sporting event going back.
You got two that day.
Wow.
I did get two that day. See, I'm caught up.
No, you're right. That was definitely my first big sporting event. So I think of my kids every time. I'm like, no, I've been going to the hockey rink for fucking months. But as far as
actual athletes, Jamie, not your kids. Actual athletes.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
Wow.
I'm kidding. Your kid could beat me in hockey, so it doesn't.
Yeah, no, it's that was definitely my first. It's all good.
We're taking shots.
It's all love.
That was a big shot.
He came out shooting right away.
They don't mess around. We gone. He's like, I'm out. I'm coming guns.
I got warned before this podcast that I'm gonna get ripped into by Stipe, so I'm just trying to I'm trying to brace myself.
He wore that jacket Friday night.
Of course I did.
Let's talk about that. So we all went to the draft. So you guys went to the draft on Friday. I went on Saturday. So our counterpart here, Mr. Pollock, was wearing his lovely Browns coat he got from his dad that he had sex with his mom and how he was conceived.
Yes.
So then I thought about man, thank God John lost all that weight because there's no way he would have fit in that coat.
Yes.
Because he would definitely have been fat man in a little coat terribly.
Yep.
Probably.
Then two, I thank God.
I wrote
thank God.
I wrote in the captions to be nice under this topic.
I did see that actually. And two, I'm glad my wife's already pregnant because I'm pretty sure if she would have saw that picture, he would have pregnated her through the picture.
Just from that jacket.
Semen is probably on that coat.
Oh so there is a strange twist to the story.
He did have sex with it.
No.
No. What's the twist?
The jacket was never worn.
Oh yeah.
It was never worn.
It was brand new.
Brand new.
What is your dad doing?
It was in the.
I'm not mad. I don't joke around about having sex, but I never wear it.
Why didn't he wear it while he was having sex?
Well,
that's a
better question.
Can we get your dad on the podcast?
No, he's not going to do that.
No, on the phone at least.
No, but I don't know why I just said it. Anyway,
we're going on the phone.
You just opened the can.
Anyway, so when I got in the car when Jamie picked me up, I sat there and I was like, dude, this thing's fucking brand new. It's never been worn
except for that white string hanging out.
Oh, he's throwing ropes.
It's like somebody. My jacket got something about married.
Yeah, 100% it did.
No, but so talking about the draft, Jamie and I we went down Friday. You went Saturday. Let's talk about your experience first, and then Jamie and I will get into our
Well, I know
tequila.
mine was way better than yours.
Oh, I guarantee it was. Although Jamie and I was a tequila fueled draft day rager.
Never mind that.
But so what'd you end up getting to do?
So I got to go. So I drove down, and there's like a special area which I didn't know. Like they go like, yeah, you gotta go down here. And there's a security gate with a cop. So I'm looking for cops, right? I'm not paying attention, and they're like, "There's a golf cart. Take you." Well, there's a spot with security, but it's just security, like regular, like almost like valet with golf carts. I drive by, and I'm like, "God dang it!" So I blew all the way around. I came down, so it took me the back way, parked my car, do my thing. I had to go through a bunch of security checks. Actually, it was pretty cool how they did it. Like it was nice, and then I got to go and meet everyone, and I went backstage. They had like a little green room for me to stay in, had a bunch of drinks and hanging out, and got to go on stage, and I did just asked a bunch of questions, just get everyone pumped up, and then I went back out again. I walked off, and they said, "Hey, that was so much great. That was so much fun and great. How about you do like a dance competition?" I'm like, "Sure." Like, what about like your victory dance? I'm like, "God,
yes,
dang it!"
Oh, nice. The Irish jig.
The Irish jig. I'm like, "God, dang it!" I was like, "I'm never gonna live this down." I'm like, "All right, let's do it." So I did it on stage, and 2 girls did it, and a girl got. How awesome is it? The one girl that won it got 2 free tickets to any game with flights. I'm like, Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's amazing.
You have to. And then, so she got, it was cool. And then they were so nice though. Like, so I'm backstage, they had like, one girl was holding probably 30 PlayStation Madden 2021. The other guy's holding Xbox. I'm like, oh wow, man, you guys got a pretty good game, huh? I'm like, sweet, I play games all the time. I was like, here you go. I'm like, I go, dude, give it to someone else. He's like, bro, we have like hundreds of these. I was like, I want to take this off my hands.
That's so great.
And then, they told randomly there was 2 dudes my goat shirt from GV Art, so we got them a bunch of stuff. It was sweet. I hit them up actually, but so we got them a little mini helmet and a football. So I signed it, and then I go, man, what a cool little helmet, because I have 2 right here in the back here. I'm like, can I get one of those? They're like, yeah, for sure. So they went back, looked at, oh, sorry, we're out. But you know what? We're gonna get you a real authentic helmet. What's your favorite team? I'm like, the Browns. They're like, okay, either I'm gonna get that one or I'm gonna get the Super Bowl like green one.
That's amazing.
Oh,
Cool,
nice.
Right?
Yeah.
So they were so awesome. Like,
yeah,
they were so nice.
So you had mentioned that you had some drinks in the green room back there and everything.
No, not alcoholic, more like Pepsi and iced tea. Yeah.
So what do they charge you?
It was free.
Well, we
this
had
is so different from our
we
experience.
had a deal. Yeah, we had a deal on beers. They cost the standard price that everyone else pays.
$6.
No, it was more than
2
that.
beers cost me $30 each time.
It was like $30 a pop.
Well, yeah, pay for all electricity and all that.
Yeah, no, it was different. But and I saw some pictures and some video from your appearance, and it was awesome. And I had texted you to see if you were going to be down there when I had my son down there, but we were gone already. But John and I had a good time, man.
Yeah. I saw good pictures, man. You guys were sightseeing.
First off, we were seeing downtown Cleveland, walking around, having a good time.
It's kind of cool, like when you just experience it, because like you don't do it all the time. You're so used to it. It's almost like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. The only reason I went there for UFC things, but I didn't really appreciate it until I really went in there. I
actually looked at it.
Yeah, it's cool.
So, side note, to your point, yes. A lot of times when you go downtown to go to an event or go to something, you go to the event and then you go home.
Yeah.
So you're not like walking around getting to see stuff or anything like that. But speaking of the Rock Hall, Jamie and I, in our notes, which we had compiled before we started because we all contributed our notes for the podcast for today.
First time in a while for me. First time in a while.
No, I was going through the list and I asked Jamie when he got down here. I was like, what does show us your tits chant mean? And he's like, I have no fucking idea. He doesn't even remember. He just wrote it down like on his list. So at some point,
there's like 3 things on the list.
At some point, we had a conversation about like whatever, and he wrote it down in his notes, but neither of us know exactly what the hell it meant. So anyway,
that's how good a time we had.
Yeah. So one of the things on the list we wrote was fuck Cleveland cliches. But part of that is like you mentioned the Rock Hall. Like I've been to Rock Hall one time, like whatever. But like it seems like every time there's an event, and don't get me wrong, the NFL draft Cleveland did a great job.
Actually, they said it was amazing.
The city showed out. The venue was cool. The way it was right on the lake, everything like that. So that's not what I mean. What I mean is the fact that like anytime there's an event that comes to Cleveland, all of a sudden they just throw a guitar at everything.
Rock Hall and there's a guitar.
And they're like, it's like rock and roll Cleveland. I'm like, we can't do anything else. We can't get a different theme.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've said it on this podcast that the Indians are going to change their name, and if it has anything to do with a guitar or rock and roll, I'm going to be pissed off.
It's like when we had the WNBA team, they call the Rockers.
The Rockers. I forgot about the Rockers. Holy shit. Yeah. But it's even the Indians All-Star game last year or 2 years ago.
Yeah.
They had the guitars all over the city, all over the uniform. Yeah. That's right. You had a jersey.
Yeah. I was in the softball game.
Your All-Star experience was also different than mine.
I almost gave a concussion because I fell flat on my head.
You did fall.
But amazing catch. One of the best catches in Celebrity All-Star history game. No big deal.
My kids thought it was funny.
Guess what? I caught the ball, didn't I?
Did.
So
Jenny Finch hit me too. Thank God it wasn't as fast as she throws because I would have been hurting really bad.
But yeah, that was one of the things on the list was the cliches.
Yeah, because they just start throwing guitars on everything.
So then I went down. I took my son the next day and we did the fan experience, which was totally different than.
Is that where you go into the stadium?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. How was that?
So it was awesome.
Yeah, and I saw a lot of people do that.
I am absolutely raising my kids properly. Unfortunately, my daughter couldn't go because of her foot, but my son, we got into the stadium and we were there pretty early. And there was a line, and I'm like, I don't know what this line. I have no clue what this is for. And there's a bunch of people there to help, and they're like, oh, this is the line to get onto the field. Okay, and I looked at my son, and I'm like, dude, if you wanna get in line, let's do it. I will stand with you. We'll wait. We'll do the whole thing. He looked at the line. He looked at me. He's like, I don't want to stand in that line.
Good man.
I was like, oh,
good
love
man.
You so
You
much, man.
raised him well.
Yeah, so we walked around the whole thing, had a blast, but they integrated the Rock Hall there during that experience a lot more than they did with what you and I did, and they did a good job with it. They did a good job.
Speaking of like iconic stuff, like when they throw slap guitars like around Cleveland. Well, there's always guitars around Cleveland. They have like little
Always.
Yeah.
It's always so a little story I have about stuff like that. So when I fought in Omaha, it was my second. I think it was my second UFC fight. Yes, second UFC fight.
I know this story.
It was Phil DeFries, whatever. So go out to fight. Omaha's a great city, by the way. That's where the World Series are. There, the new stadium was badass. So sitting in, I knocked dude out in like a minute, whatever it was. It was great. And okay, that's gonna be back in a second.
Yeah.
But let me finish the story. So I was while we were hammered, having a good time. It was done 50 seconds when we're partying up, and they have humongous bowls, like metal bowls, with like little baby bowls, and these are like anatomically correct. They had like dick and balls, whatever. So I'm joking around this thing, like, look, I was like, let me get behind it. So I get behind, like I'm humping it. I'm like this, like on top of this like 8-foot metal bowl. I'm like this, right, like, All of a sudden, I went to go slide off, and it has a little tail with a point. It was metal. Caught the back of my knee, cuts me, rips my jeans all the way down. I'm hanging upside down.
From the metal bowl.
From the metal bowl. Like, I look at it and like, hurt myself.
I remember seeing the pictures.
It was so bad, and like, it was my only pair of jeans. Like, it was bad. Like, I had 2 pairs at the time. Only one, and that one was gone. It was bad. It was ripped from my knee down. Like, it was just hanging.
I just am picturing him hanging upside down from a fucking bull that he was air humping prior to it.
It was great, and it was gushing. Oh, it was so bad. I mean, I could have really been hurt, but thank God.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I have to get my daughter cookies.
No worries, man. We're used to carrying the podcast by now.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Hey, grab me another beer while you're up there.
That's team chemistry.
Baby.
There you go.
Yeah. So
while he's going to get his daughter cookies and being father of the year, unlike you, Jamie, because you and I went and got drunk on Friday at the draft.
I had a blast.
I had a blast too. I think it was a great time.
I think it was the first time you and I have really just the two of us hung out, and
I know
it was good.
I've been dreading that moment forever.
I know you
it
have.
finally happened. But we went to, for anybody listening, if you ever come to Cleveland, you want to get some good Mexican food, good taco, you should go to Barrio, because we hit that up before we went down there. Got some jalapeno margaritas, which Jamie had never had before, so I popped your Barrio cherry.
Life-changing.
Real solid. And then we proceeded to go to the draft where beers were $12 to $13
Not
a piece.
cheap at all. But they were delicious.
No, they were delicious. It hit the spot.
You know what was cool, and it was just running through my head. So you've been to a lot of Browns games. I've been to a lot of Browns games, and anytime you go to a game, it is like I will only take my kids to preseason games right now because I don't think they're really old enough for
the regular fans.
For the regular fans that have been drinking all day. Where you're down at the draft, and there were fans from all, 32 teams, and there were no fights, there was no bullshit, everyone was getting along, you had the super fans from all these other teams, and I don't know, it was just kind of cool to see. I think Cleveland, they knocked it out of the fucking park.
It was everybody was really friendly. I think everybody was just happy to be out.
That had to be a big part of it.
You know what I mean? Like, because it's fine. Things are finally starting to open up. And I know a lot of people, I think, were just happy to get out and to be able to do something. Yeah. And I think the NFL did a great job of providing a lot of activity for everybody that decided to go down and see stuff. So they had a good chance to
and
do
they
that.
did an awesome job of segregating us vaccinated folk from the common unvaccinated folk. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
They only allowed, thanks, brother. They only allowed, the main part by the stage. They only allowed people that were fully vaccinated with masks, all that. So if you didn't have vaccination or you didn't have those tickets, you were kind of a little bit further off. But it was really, really well done, man.
A friend of mine said he couldn't get in because he wasn't vaccinated.
Couldn't get into that section. Yeah.
Couldn't get in at all.
No, they had the farther,
fan
you had to go to the
experience.
farther back area, or
That's where I took
experience
Jimmy.
you were able to go to that, right?
The fan experience is, that's where I took Jimmy because he's 10. He's not vaccinated. So, but it was, they just, they did such a great job, man. And I think I was telling you the night of it, maybe the next day, whenever it was, I used to love the draft. I used to love the NFL draft. It was one of those things I kind of lived for as a kid. Like I'd watch it. It was always Saturday, Sunday, like all day events. And then for a few years, it just kind of fell off because it was like the Browns Super Bowl. And it just, I don't know. I didn't really enjoy it that much. But like this year, Thursday night, the first night of it, I watched beginning to not quite the end. I fell asleep at some point, but it was fun, man. It's a lot of fun watching these kids' dreams fucking come true.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's being able to watch them get that phone call and that kid that the Browns drafted where he hung up the phone and he just said Cleveland and everybody around him went fucking crazy.
They know.
Dude,
he's not a winner.
I'm telling you, man. It's going to be a fun year.
The other thing that Jamie and I noticed at the draft was the draft, and it was on both of our notes. So I had it in my notes of stuff to talk about, and Jamie did too. The draft day porta potties.
Yes, sir.
They had, so for us common folk, Stipe.
Yeah. What is a porta potty?
So there was.
I've never heard of it. What is this thing you talk about?
I'm sorry, I had a porcelain. Stipe's like, I had a porcelain throne in the back behind the stage. No, there must have been like 100 porta potties like squared off, and there was a dude walking around that literally went in after every person left and cleaned it, cleaned all of them.
What a job.
They were spotless.
They were unbelievable.
I mean, it was amazing. I was like, this is like the crate, because you would think it would be a train wreck. Like, have you ever been to like a music festival or anything before where it just looks like someone just like threw a bomb in there?
The Preakness,
yeah, we talked about that where they throw the
running over the thing.
So this one too, these ones were I've never seen it before. They were like open air at the top, so there was airflow. There was like a one
Bro,
half
if you
of the
dropped a
side was,
hammer and it smelled so bad that people can smell outside of it. Like,
God bless you.
God damn.
It was an amazing experience using these porta shitters.
The fact that we both wrote it down, I think, is like,
It shows.
that speaks to it.
Yeah, it does.
So, but speaking of keeping things clean, Doc Spartan. DocSpartan.com. I know.
Good leadway.
I know. We're segueing right into it. Anyway, I want to thank Doc Spartan, sponsor of the podcast. DocSpartan.com. Use the code JAB, J-A-B, to get 15% off. I'm getting right into golf season right now. You can't see on this, but I'm getting calluses on my hands and stuff.
But you did have calluses when you was playing your mom with a Browns coat on.
Jesus. The hand cream is so terrible. The hand cream ointment's their signature product. Great. Keeps the hands nice and smooth when they're getting beat up. I know.
Crushing the Sex Panther deodorant, bro.
That's right. It. So I'm a lemongrass guy. Jamie's a wannabe Sex Panther guy. He puts the label on the lavender. And then that's all right. I can't talk. I'm using the badass chip scrub in the shower. So I'm all about it. Right.
Listen, you got the grenade soap, which smells fantastic. Yep. And listen, I just looked about. It's all natural, 100%. It's great, and they give back to the community.
And they help the people in their community.
Yep,
so
that's what I mean.
Thank you, Doc Spartan.
Thank you, DocSpartan.com. Love it.
DocSpartan.com. Use the code JAB, J-A-B, to get 15% off.
They've been helping my deadlifts.
Yeah. How's that going?
Yeah, it's going good, man.
Good.
Yeah. I'm still a pussy. So whatever. It's fine.
I'm used to it. Yeah. I'm used to it too. So, talking about porta potties. So I went to a Cam Newton right after I won the title the first time.
The kickball tournament?
Yeah, the kicking with Cam.
Yeah.
Great thing. The dude's awesome. Like, the whole thing he does. And so they had like a gala. I don't know if it was the night before or the day after. I don't remember. I think it was the night before. They had a gala, whatever. So we go there, having a good time. And they had these bathrooms. So they had porta potties. But dude, these were like luxury porta potties. They're like nice wood floors. Like it was like cleaner than my house. It was crazy how nice these like. I'm like, this is what I'm talking. I need this in my house now.
Didn't you say you met Allen Iverson at Cam Newton's kickball tournament? Did you say he was like the nicest person ever? I just remember you telling me that.
He was great, dude. And Eddie George, awesome guy.
He just took the head coaching job at, I'm going to get the college wrong. Jamie, look it up. It might be Tennessee State.
And Georgia?
Eddie George, he's the head coach. I think it's
Bro,
a
that
Tennessee
dude,
State now.
dude, so when I saw him a couple years ago, he was still yoked.
Yeah, it was Tennessee State.
That dude could legit still be playing for like running back.
One of my favorite Buckeyes of all time, man.
He's an animal. Nicest guy though. He was awesome.
Yeah.
And then you know who was really awesome doing it? Gary Sheffield.
No shit.
Bro, so I was worried. I didn't know him.
Right. That's a big time star,
Dude,
right there.
I love that dude because his hands are so fast and he played ball.
Oh, yeah.
So I remember we're sitting there drinking, having a good time, and I was like, man, you know what? I could really go for a cigar. His eyes lit up so fast. He's like, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
And he runs. He's gone. I'm like, what the hell? So he's gone for like 30 minutes, right? He comes back and slams down like a whole pack of these cigars, right? And what are these? He's like, these are mine. He flew to Ecuador or whatever and learned how to roll his own cigars. And he sells his own
In
cigars.
an hour?
No. You know what I'm saying? Stop. They're just mad because you mean Gary Sheffield, so stop.
You're just mad because you didn't
jealous.
get a Gary Sheffield cigar.
It was great.
So
They're actually really good too.
kind of, we're going way back to the beginning of the podcast here, though. Was able to go to the Indians game with you guys, and it was an experience for me.
Oh.
We had a driver. It's first in my life, other than like an Uber. But
Wait, you never had a driver before?
Yeah, seriously, Jamie, never had a driver.
I've never had a driver before.
Well, it's like you talk with this thing too. It's called what is the porta potty? What is that?
Yeah. And then so we're in the suite, and there was free cheese, and I was like, "Is this free?"
That cheese was good, dude.
She's like, "Yeah, it comes with the suite," and I'm like, "Wait, you're telling me there's free cheese in this suite?"
Yes.
I'm so happy that you just brought this up. Rick Russo and his ice cream order.
Bro.
He special requested. So mind you, we're guests. We're guests of Stipe and his management team and everything else. So you just try and keep your head down, take whatever's offered and,
The podcast
whatever.
is another one of our friends named Rick. He came with us. Great guy.
We posted a picture of him on our
I pushed him away
Instagram,
from us. He's trying to be on
getting
the
him away
podcast.
from us.
Yeah.
So, because we're embarrassed of him. We hate you, Rick Russo. So no, but we're sitting there and we're all hanging out. We're hanging out talking. You ran into a kid that you played, or a guy that you played.
We won World Series,
Yeah,
Jamie
baseball
can
with this
remember
kid.
every score and every out.
That whole conversation was insane. You remembered every game of every score, and you were like 11.
10.
Yeah. You don't remember yesterday.
Wait, what's the wife's name?
Yeah, it was honestly super impressive. But so
Rick looks at me, he looks at me and he goes, "Hey, I really want ice cream, but I'll pay for it." I'm like, "Shut up." I coerced one of my managers I was with. I was like, "Hey, you look like you want ice cream." He's like, "Yeah, I'm in." I'm like, "All right, I get some ice cream, guys." So he didn't feel bad that the other guys bought the ice cream. I was like, it was like $6. I'm like, Jesus,
then it came and we enjoyed it. He goes, "This ice cream is bullshit."
Yeah, or something. He was like, "It's too cold." He said something like it was too cold.
He's like, "It's too hard." I got mad at him actually. I was like, "You better eat ice cream."
So going back a little bit though, so we're in the suite. We're having it's a really nice time, and so thank you again. It was a great experience. And but then I happened to just turn around, and there is my childhood idol, Bernie Kosar. No, Bernie Kosar is standing there talking to you, and I'm like, I don't get starstruck. It was close. I'm like,
pretty much every time you walk in my house, it's cool.
Stop. Why? Because Ryan's here.
The best was I got there late.
Yes.
And first thing Jamie says to me, he goes, "Hey, just so you know, I met Bernie Kosar," and I was like, "I've already met him."
It was so defeating.
I was like, "Yeah," I'm like, I met him at a Browns game like last year or 2 years ago.
For people who don't know, Bernie Kosar is an amazing quarterback in the NFL for many years and amazing quarterback for Cleveland Browns, but also he's like a biggest sweetheart. He's just a great guy.
Such a nice guy.
Such a good dude.
One day we'll have him on.
He wants to be on the podcast.
He will be. He will be.
So, but
yeah, there he was. And Jamie was like,
Jamie was
thank
starstruck.
God Jamie didn't have sweatpants on. He definitely would have seen his erection.
He wore.
I'm tiny.
Jamie wore a Bernie Kosar Miami Hurricanes jersey to the draft. So
that's my shit.
We were
orange green. I get that.
We were at the we were at the Indians game, and Jamie turns and he's like, "Here, let's take a picture, guys, of me, him, and Rick." I think you were over in the other. I think you were actually talking to Bernie in the other loge next door or whatever. Yeah. And Jamie turns to go take a picture, and he's like, "All right, guys, here, look over here real quick." And he goes to take a picture, and before he takes it, I go, "What's this for?" Like, is this for Instagram or Facebook or whatever? He's like, "It's for my life and my memories."
It was like, I just looked at him. I go,
those pants, those skinny pants.
It's for my memories, John.
That was a
and
good
so
day,
the
though.
rest of the weekend, John was just like, "What's this for?" Every time I went to take a picture.
Anytime we didn't take, what's this for? For my memories.
I'm old. I need
Bro,
these.
let's talk about that. So, Jamie, you missed the best part of the Cavs game.
Okay.
So we have a suite there, and so they say that if you're on the outside in the seats, you have to wear a mask.
Yeah.
On the inside, you're good. Whatever.
crazy,
Yeah.
yeah.
I get it. Whatever. So I'm sitting there, and as a lady comes in, this little lady comes in, she starts screaming like, "Sir, you have to wear." I didn't know, She's like, "Sir, you need to put your mask on." At the exact same time, the announcer on the jumbotron is like, "And we're welcome first responder," and they say me, and I just started going nuts. I started punching this lady, like, "No!" Like trying to. Dude,
My God, that's great timing.
it was awesome. Dude,
He's getting yelled
I'm
at.
getting
yeah.
yelled at, but I'm throwing punches. And it was my wife is crying of laughter.
That's
amazing. The lady was like, didn't lady know she didn't know what to do.
Yeah, it was just the timing of it was hilarious.
Yeah.
That you're getting yelled at
I
as they
look
put
at
you on
her.
the
I look at
thing.
her. She's like, "Sir, you're mad." And I'm like, "Oh, Ryan's like, you're on the jumbotron." I'm like, "Ah!" Like I'm actually going just balls to the wall. It was great.
That's awesome. Yeah,
So-
that was a good night, man.
We got into a conversation on Wednesday. I think this was after you left, Jamie. I think it was on the way to Topgolf or when we were on the way to the Cavs game.
It was a longer drive.
It was role play versus foreplay. It was one of the things I
Well,
wrote
that was
down.
my third thing I said, though. Role play, foreplay,
I don't remember.
foul play.
Foul play, yeah, something like that. No, it was the debate we got into in the car on the way back to the thing. Now, mind you, this is everyone in the car giving their opinion,
So
not just
my
Steve and
wife,
I.
Amazing.
my
But
managers,
it was
Rick and-
it was can role play turn into foreplay?
No. This role play same as foreplay.
Yeah, which I don't think it is. But then it's can one lead to the other? So can role play lead to foreplay, and can foreplay lead to role play? Which I don't think it goes the latter. I think
I think you can turn it into one, because if you're doing role play, you're there for a reason. You're doing something to get you roused to sexually get stimulated.
yeah, that turns into foreplay.
Exactly.
The role playing turns into foreplay.
But foreplay, you can same thing. You could be like,
I think this is why I wrote this down, because you were trying to argue this in the car.
No. Rick was trying to say that role play and foreplay are the same thing.
They're not.
Exactly.
No.
But then I read a line, someone says it was. But that's internet. You can only have what it says.
Yeah. What do you think, Jamie?
I think that foreplay can lead to role play, but I don't think role play can lead to foreplay.
Foreplay leads to role play?
You got some foreplay.
So you
going
start
on
explaining-
in
you
life.
start-
explain it.
Yeah,
That
so
doesn't
you
make
got
sense.
some foreplay. You got some foreplay in your life, and that can lead to in the
You got
future.
your girl dodging for
I mean, like in the
Bob,
future, it can lead to role
What
play.
kind of long con are you talking here?
what are you
You're like,
talking-
I'm going to start. We're going
right.
to start foreplaying on Tuesday, and then on Friday we'll get to the role play.
You say she's bobbing for apples, and all of a sudden you're like,
You just
you're
want to
like,
say
you're
bobbing
my-
for
you're-
apples.
I did. And all of a sudden you're like, "Oh my God, you're my substitute teacher." Like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah,
what about
that can
this?
happen.
Okay, my wife's a naughty
I'm going to be
nurse.
honest with you. I was looking at something on the computer and I wasn't paying much attention to
enough.
either of you.
Fair
But
enough.
I think that
But they're not the same. They're not the same.
you a big role player.
No. I'm just getting
I
out.
would ask John, but it would require a woman.
I'm
It's
dying
called
alone.
swiping left.
Dying alone.
I'm glad you guys brought that up though, because I saw that on the list and I was like, "That's interesting."
Yeah,
It is
It
interesting.
was a serious. Even I think the driver got in the conversation.
I think we got him in the conversation too, because
you
we're
have-
like, "What do you think, sir?" And
Did
he's
you
like,
have the
"Ah,
same
fuck."
driver that we had?
No, we had a
from-
different one.
Okay,
The first guy.
He was a nice guy.
First guy was nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was super nice. I felt so bad because I usually they give you a driver. I usually keep him for the whole day, and so I didn't have cash on me. I felt so bad, but they took care of him. Thank God. So if you're hearing this, I'm sorry, sir. Next time I see you, I promise I'll get back to you.
Yeah.
So we got we had quite the eventful day, and after Jamie and I left the draft, I have no idea how I got conned into this, by the way. So we're leaving, and we're like, "Oh, we got to go grab food." We've been hanging out, whatever. Like, we got to go get food, and for whatever reason, Jamie was just like, "Oh, you're buying me dinner," and like in my stupid.
Great move.
I know, but in
Great
my stupid thing, I was like, "Okay."
Well, he did invite you.
Like,
though.
I didn't
but
even-
He did invite you.
That he got me the free ticket.
$1,000 ticket.
It was free.
$1,000 ticket.
Doesn't
it
does
wasn't.
not matter. You were still
Was it?
invited.
$1,000 ticket.
No, it wasn't.
Those tickets were
Expensive,
$1,000.
bro.
Are you serious?
Yes, dude.
Oh shit.
So you might take.
Oh well, then all right. Now I don't feel bad.
Maybe some role play about to happen here.
But
We don't know.
yeah, that was the $1,000 ticket was the foreplay.
Yeah,
now
right.
it'll lead to role play. No, but so Jamie was like, "Oh, you're buying me dinner," and I was like, "Okay." And like, so then whatever. But then the worst part is we went to the restaurant. I won't say the name, but we went to one restaurant. I put my name in for the thing. I take like.
No, you didn't.
No, I did put. No, I swear to God, I put my name in for the thing. So I put my name for the reservation for the wait list.
It was like a 20-minute wait.
So 20-minute wait. I give her my name. I did put it in because they had my phone number because I got the text after we left.
That's right.
So I did put the reservation in. I gave her my number. I take like 3 steps back and I'm waiting by like maybe 10 feet away from where the hostess stand is. 2 minutes later, she goes, "Sir, do you need to make a reservation?" And I was like, I just talked to you. Like, I don't know.
I'm not that unrecognizable.
So then she goes, "Oh, okay, then can you wait outside?" And I was like, all right. So me and Jamie wait like 25 minutes, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? I walked back into the host. I said, "Excuse me, we put a reservation in. Can I check and see where we're at on the list?" She's like, "Can't find you." And I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Waiting.
And I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" So then I'm like, "Jamie, let's just get out of here. We'll go somewhere else." And Jamie goes, "Cozumel. We're going to Cozumel."
Oh, great!
And
move.
I was like,
"Great move."
So we had to. I was parked very close to the restaurant. We get into the car. We're into the truck. We're going to pull out of the parking garage or the parking area, and I couldn't make the turn fully with my truck. Like it was too tight of a turn.
They were watching you leave as they did it.
So what's that?
They were watching you and then I called you.
So I backed up and then went ahead, and I open my window to pay the guy to go out, and he like my little 3-point turn was too much, and he just was like, "Go, just get out of here."
Just gave up. So Jamie got free parking.
Yeah.
And so then as we're pulling out, my phone goes off.
Pull out though.
As we're leaving the parking lot, my phone goes off.
And it's the restaurant.
Your reservation is ready. 2, if you plan on attending. 3, if you no longer plan on joining us. I was like, you got to be fucking kidding
So now we're on the highway.
Yeah.
Right? And John's like, "Well, what are we going to do?" And I'm like, "We're going to fucking Cozumel."
You can't go wrong.
And I have never seen him get more excited about something in my entire life. He was so happy.
Dude, I would have been happy. Dude,
you were.
I was in the zone for Mexican
You said
food.
I thought I was getting Taco Bell is what you said.
I know where you went then. I know where you went.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we end up going to Cozumel or whatever. And Jamie, I'm a little upset. In the notes you wrote, "Dinner with John, not fun." I'm pretty sure you had a wonderful time.
I had a blast, man. Yeah,
So-
the dinner with John, not fun, was all about John. John likes to engage with people around him.
No, I gotta focus on my food.
That was awesome. Like we had people around us laughing
Like
their asses off,
mariachi
man.
brand, like
There was we didn't have one.
I was in that like weird zone of like when you're social and fun.
You were.
And not like
That's never happens for you. So
I know it's like that's why I said it's a weird zone.
That's a weird zone.
It's a weird zone.
So talking about that girl taking your reservation.
Yeah.
You know what it reminded me of? You ever watched the movie Meet the Fuckers? When he goes to the airport, and she's like, "Oh, hello." He's like, "I was just."
Oh, at the very
yeah. He's trying to check in.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, hello."
Yeah.
Like,
Take the little sticks out of your head.
Yeah.
I want to just remind you that I don't think it was called Meet the Fuckers.
Meet the Fuckers.
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 There you go.
Sorry,
Yeah,
man.
that's okay,
selfish
buddy.
of me.
So
But-
selfish.
Okay, well done.
So while we're eating dinner, we start talking about golf and whatever. And Jamie was saying, he goes, "I think I should be worried because you and I, Stipe and me, are like we have outfits picked out or like we know what we're wearing, we're ready to go." So I go, "You know what, Jamie?" I go, "What's my budget? I'll pick out your outfit for you." So I'm
He's
going.
good at that, dude.
I'm going to go shopping for your outfit, but
He's not going to pay you though, once you.
Oh no, he's
Oh, yeah,
he's
I-
Venmoing me the money, and I'm buying the outfit.
You're better than me. I wouldn't even give the money.
So he was like, "I took you to the Indians game 3 years ago."
Well,
so
I
which is probably
took you to the
That's probably
draft.
true.
He did.
Hey, no,
$1,000 ticket.
that ticket's out. That ticket ran out. Jamie drinks a lot of margaritas at dinner, so we're even.
They're good.
They were delicious.
They're good.
It was a good night.
No,
man.
it was.
We had a
We
fucking
we had a
great
really
time.
good time.
But when I go there, like I don't even buy any food. I just get like the quart-sized guac and quart-sized queso.
Oh yeah,
That's all I eat.
We put a hurting on some chips at Barrio, and then when we went to dinner, we pigged out. But yes, the deal is $45.
yeah. So
it's
I gotta
easy.
keep it
It's
under $45.
And then the other part of it was, so the next day it dawned on him like randomly in the middle of the day. He's like, "Holy shit, I just remembered I have to pick out your golf outfit. So what are the rules or whatever?" And I was like, "Just please keep in mind that we're going to be
Nothing
golfing.
with Stipe.
We're going to be golfing with a lot of my peers and like doctors and friends and shit." So
Are you going? Like Bill Murray'd
No,
out?
I'm going professional.
You're going to go sharp. You're going to look sharp. So that's what I said to him. I go, "Do you want funny? Do you want super golfy? or do you want to look sharp? Do you want to look good? Like what the route you're going.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look sharp. I mean, I got now I have all the clothes for it.
So
then he started asking me my inseam and shit, and I was like,
let me measure for you. What's your tape measure? Why are you spitting on your hand?
I'm just trying to do a thorough job.
Why are you licking your chops? This is getting weird.
Yeah. Just trying to make sure I serve you right, Jamie.
Oh,
yeah. Wow. Choice of words.
Yeah.
So, but so we're gonna do that for the Allison Rose Foundation. Oh, AllisonRoseFoundation.org. Check them out.
Sir.
Support them if you cannot get to their golf outing or don't live in the Cleveland area.
That's right.
Throw that in there while we're at it.
You're right, buddy. You keep looking at your watch. Are you getting?
No, you're good. No. I was just something clicked. So speaking of which, let me just turn this off.
But
totally just off subject and talking about like serving you right. I don't know why I thought about this, but do you see the Lady Gaga dogs? Like they got really serious. Like 5 people got arrested.
I actually did not. I saw that on the list and forgot to look it up. So go ahead and talk about it.
I don't know. I just saw there was like the person that found the dog, I guess, was like, she's part of like the whole, I have no idea. Like, I started reading some of it, and of course my daughter got in the way.
So was there a conspircy thing where
I don't know.
the person that found it was actually involved?
Yeah, it was like 5 people.
Yeah, it is 5. Yeah.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
They set that up because they knew they needed a lot of money. So excuse me, Jesus. That hurt.
You're right there.
That one hurt. Crazy, right?
They were driving around the San Fernando Valley looking
It's not me. I got
for
everything
French.
else.
It was probably my computer. Looking for French bulldogs. They did not know. That's actually not me.
It's not. I got everything else there.
Anyways, they did not know that it was Lady Gaga's dog walker, supposedly. That's what their attorney is saying.
That's a lie.
Yeah.
So it's all set up.
That is crazy, man.
Crazy. 5 people, right?
Yeah.
So I met her, she wears all that crazy makeup and stuff. I met her at the
World Series.
Dude, that was so bad. I was so drunk. And so James was with me. Oh, actually, you both were with me. I forgot.
Yep,
He invited himself. So.
He did.
So, like, we talk about this in the podcast?
We did.
Oh, okay. Yeah. How I sang to her and I had no idea I was singing.
Yeah, and she walked away.
She's like, oh, that's cute, and walked away. Yeah.
You met John Travolta that night, too.
That was great, dude.
It's crazy.
Crazy.
So speaking of, I don't know where the lead-in is on that one, so we're just going to go right to it. I told Jamie, I saw this right. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't really have a segue for that one, so we're just going to go right to it. I told Jamie I saw something right before I came over. So DK Metcalf, freak athlete, right?
He's trying for Olympics.
That's what See, he's on top of it. Jamie, where are you on that one?
Was it the TP Olympians or something like that? I have no idea.
It's a U.S. track and field event that's going on this weekend. He's going to run in it. I think he's running the 100-meter or something.
Yeah.
So,
of course, the first headline I see is like shitting on him, so that's cool.
Of course.
It's the world we live in, man.
It's crazy.
Yeah, 100-meter dash. He's going to run it. So
we'll see what happens.
I mean, that dude's fast.
No, I know he's fast. It's going to come down to...
Is he Olympic track athlete fast?
You never know.
Who knows?
So let's talk about fast.
But I'm not going to fault him for trying.
No.
So off sports real quick. So yesterday, this is weird. Seriously weird.
Our segues are all over the place, but I like it.
It fits us.
It brings up my man Primo, my little dog. My dog, not my little dog.
How's he feeling, by the way?
Bro, his ears are good now.
All right.
Except for yesterday, he's sleeping in his crate because he was laying there. So my wife goes away, like wake him up, like, hey, bud, let's go by. And he's like kind of like doing like a little twitch or something. Bro, and my wife's like, what's going on here? I'm running there, like, what's going on? Bro, his dong is ginormous. Like I've never seen anything like it. Like I've seen it like stick out before, but it's like humongous, right? I go, what the heck? So I'm thinking this dude's having like a wet dream.
He had a red rocket.
No, it was more like a red nuclear bomb. It was huge, right? I'm like, oh my god! And so like he kind of like, I don't know, he's like dribbling out of it. So I'm like, okay, maybe it doesn't look like it's semen. I didn't touch it or anything like that. So I'm like, all right. So I take him to the ER vet, because everything else is closed. Of course, it happens at 7:30 at night, where everything shuts down.
Wait, you took him to the ER vet because he got a hard on?
No. Like he was leaking. Like it was bad.
Oh, okay.
So he gets up. He's perfectly fine now. Like it goes back to normal size. Like he dribbles a little bit. So I still take him, right? I'm like, okay, he's acting like a good boy. So I take him to the ER. 6-hour wait.
What?
So I'm like, all right, well, just gonna take him back home. If I have to bring him back, I'll bring him back. Like if I have to, but I take him back home. He kind of he stops. Oh, cool. So today, we're doing a thing perfectly normal, nothing going on. So we get home from our father-in-law's birthday party today, and he We go to the cage, and now he has, I think he might have a bladder infection or UTI or something because he had a little bit of like red in there.
Mm-hmm.
But he's still acting like a good boy. But I'm like, gee, it was so crazy. Dude, like when I tell you, like, look at his dong got spit by a bee. It was, I've never seen
that
like,
swole.
It was like, Jesus.
That's my boy.
I was like, just like daddy, packing heat.
Nope.
Yeah.
Well, his dad.
Yeah, me.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyways.
But it was crazy. You know, like when I tell you, it was awkward.
This is my favorite story ever.
It was awkward, dude. And like my wife's freaking out. So like, I'm taking the vet tomorrow to get checked in. Like, and of course I call again to see the ER just to make sure.
How long was the wait?
8.
What the fuck?
Dude, I have no idea.
Wow.
I've gone there multiple times because of Mia. Because Mia's had my old dog.
Yeah,
passed
Mia
away.
had a lot of
She
issues.
legit had everything wrong with her. She's right in right every time. No questions asked. But like, I don't know. Maybe it's because of COVID or not. But like, it's cool. I do it. You can pull in. But like, I guess there's a lot of people having bad things happen to their dog. Like,
I wonder if they also have dogs with giant hogs.
Dude, when this thing was, I can't explain to you the size of this thing. I was like freaked out. I feel bad for him.
Since you're talking about animals, and this is totally off your topic list that you so nicely made for all of us,
We joined that, by the way, we threw some stuff in there.
have you looked into a donkey?
Yes.
You have.
Oh, yeah.
Nice segue.
Is that going to happen?
Stipe's farm animal.
Yeah, is that going to
I'm
happen?
gonna make it happen.
You're going to make that happen. It'll help you cut. Did you get the grass cut, by the way?
I did.
I saw some planted. Did I see that?
Yes.
All right, good.
So thank God we had a company come in that smaller little lawnmowers because there's no way mine would have even come close.
You'd have gotten stuck.
Dude, the grass would have been destroyed.
Right.
So I was actually going to push cut it with just my front, not the big part, not the other 2 acres. I was going to push just the front yard, and that was going to be a disaster. But it was good enough. I was going to do it. But then by the time it happened, these guys came in like, "Hey, we're going to do this." I'm like, you know what?
Handle
it was cheap. I'm like, you know what? Just start me off. I'll be good. Yeah. So it worked out well. And they had smaller like lawnmowers. Thank God. Like they still had like bigger ones, but it didn't leave marks. So
good.
But it was it would have been a disaster.
Is the pool open yet?
No, it should be another week and a half.
All right, John.
It's got to get a little bit warmer.
This is the weather.
The pool's got a heater.
Yeah, it does, bro.
Let's make the thing a hot tub. Turn it up to 100.
I've done that before. My wife's not too happy with me.
They get warm.
So the one day I remember I put it at 87, and she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, I thought you said 87." She said, "I said 83." I'm like, "Oh,
sorry."
It was nice. It was like it was legit like bath water.
Oh, it gets warm.
Awesome.
Yeah. That's in the when the fall here. If it's that warm, it's all steamy and shit.
Yeah.
Like it's nice.
Well, I remember at the end of the year last year, my daughter was like, the kids have like no feel of cold. Like she's
correct.
Like, dude, I'm in the pool at 5 o'clock. I'm like this.
Yes.
I'm shivering. Like it hurts. She's out of the pool running back in. Out of the pool running back in.
Yep.
Like nonstop. I'm like, what is wrong with you?
Mm-hmm. So little.
My wife's like, she's having fun. I'm like, I am not. Like I love my daughter. I've been doing this for over 2 hours now. I can't feel my toes or my fingers.
So a little tangent here. You're talking about in a freezing pool. I know it's been shown on the embeddeds before your fights. Talk about the ice baths that you take in the hotel.
I hate them.
Yeah.
I legit hate them.
I feel like your team gets
Everyone loves
pure
them.
enjoyment out of that.
So yeah.
So
yeah.
tell everybody like what you do, like how early before the fight, and then how much your team enjoys that.
Well, during camp, I do like an Epsom salt, maybe ice bath once a week because I have a tub in my house.
Yeah.
A little tub. So
Yeah, but that's not an ice bath.
no, I do ice bath.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I do. Or I go in the cryo if I can.
Yes.
But so the week of the fight, we usually do. I know the day before the fight we do it for sure. Sometimes we do it early in the week depending on what we have. But I do 12 minutes. It's the worst. But then, dude, the worst part of the last 3 fights or 2 fights have been in Vegas. They have a cold bath that's legit like 37 degrees.
Oh,
bro, it is brutal.
That's damn near
Freezing.
ice.
It might be 40. Just say 40. Dude.
Yeah.
It's fucking cold.
Where's the cold bath
At
at?
the UFC PI.
The Performance
Yeah,
Institute.
it's sweet. It's cool, but it sucks because like it's literally bone chilling. And like when you think you're like numb, you still hurt. It still hurts. Like it still legit hurts, but it's great for you. But I remember my second fight was in Omaha, and for some reason I just got radio. I'm like, hey, Creighton University's there. Fuck, let me give them a call. So I call athletic department. I'm like, hey, I'm fighting the UFC. Is there a chance I can use your ice bath like on Tuesday because we're fighting Wednesday? They're like, yeah. I give them 2 tickets. Like, okay, no questions asked. So I didn't want to go in. So it was my coach Kynan. He was a cop, and 2 of his buddies were there who are cops, and it's like they all wanted to see it too because they knew I was screaming. They're like, get in the water. I'm like, no, I'm not getting in. It's so cold. They really made it cold. And they legit pull the tasers out and like, get in the water now.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was scary.
Yeah.
They weren't going to use it. I hope not. But
They would have.
Yeah. No, I remember the first time I ever did it was my first fight in UFC 136. And we were in Houston and it was still warm. So it was like 85 degrees. I got out 2 hours. When I got out 2 hours after we walked outside to go eat dinner, I was still shivering. That's how cold it was. So
It's fun to watch.
It legit was all ice at one point. I remember the one time I was fighting for the title for the first time in Brazil. I had a huge tub. It was awesome. And I made my coach kind of like, hey, can you test if this water's cold? And he put his hand on there. I'm like, ew, I just peed in it. It was so pissed. It was great.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You ever do the cryo?
I've never done it.
Oh, really?
No.
It's only 3 minutes. It sucks, but it's not bad.
It's not bad.
I don't know if I'd mind it too bad.
It's good. I actually enjoy it.
But you got to make sure you have no sweat on your body whatsoever, or you're going to freeze.
Yeah.
You get frostbite.
Well, don't you have to wear like gloves and
gloves
stuff too when you do it? Yeah.
Underwear. You wear gloves, underwear, shorts, whatever, and then socks.
Yeah. I always liked the when I was wrestling in high school. I always liked the sauna just because like it felt good on your muscles, just relax. Like not before competing or anything like that. It was just like a good relaxation
Marcus used
thing.
to be like, Marcus, when we did the ice cold bath at the PI, he'd be like, let's get in the sauna for like 5 minutes, just warm
and
the
then
body.
jump in.
Stupid. I hated it.
We just got one at the station.
So mad at him.
We just
Sauna?
got a sauna. Yeah.
Wait, big one, like in the infrared, or
It's no, it's the the rocks. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, the guys bought it. I'm running the electric for it, and it's really good for post-fire rehab.
Yeah.
So you
Also for,
you get back from
intoxication the next day, hangovers.
well, you get back from a fire, and you have all the carcinogens are still in your system. So you jump before you even jump in the shower. You jump into the sauna, maybe throw a bike in there or something, just sweat them all out, and then hop out.
That's great.
Yeah, it's really good for presumptive
Never even
cancer.
thought about that. It makes total sense.
Yep.
That's great.
Yeah. So yeah, good times.
Didn't know.
I remember was this the first time I was in Brazil or second time? I remember one time they had the steam room and it was eucalyptus. Sweet, right? So I'm sitting there doing my thing. We're just sitting in there. This dude walks in with tidy whities, dude, and they were smashed against his butt cheeks. Like there's like this fat dude with his small butt cheeks and just I'm like, Marcus. They found like pretty much with other countries, they're pretty much free in everything they do.
Yes.
They walked in and asked them to put pants on.
So
it was bad.
Out of all your coaches, we'll keep it to just a 3. We'll do Bobby, Marcus, and
Kindness.
Alex. We'll do Kindness or Alex or Kindness, either one. But which one gets the most enjoyment out of you?
Kindness.
You like just struggling through the ice bath, just laughing his ass, just to pour ice on you.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to understand though that during the week of the fight, so during all of his like warm ups every day that he's training, just sweating it out, just going through the training with the coaches, Kindness takes a beating. Kindness is he's kind of the ragdoll dummy,
Yeah.
and so then that ice bath comes and he enjoys the fuck out of it.
No,
he really does.
I saw you have Schvitz up there. Have you been to one?
I have not.
I'm glad you brought that up.
I want to go to one.
Yeah. Well, there's one in Cleveland.
Yeah.
The Schvitz in Cleveland.
Jewish guys own it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my coach has been there. It's a great place.
I've never been. What, Jamie?
It's right there. I just pulled it up.
Schvitz.
Oh, there you go.
So Thomas Schvitz.
So this came up at the station because we got the sauna, and a couple of the guys were like, "Are we going to do the Schvitz now? Are we going to do the Schvitz?" Yeah. I was like, "I've never been to
It's cool.
Schvitz."
They have like dinner and stuff, and they smoke cigars, and it's a cool place.
Yeah.
So
Get a steak.
My coach Marcus said one time he went to the bathroom. And there's a super, super, super old dude. Marcus was like, "Oh man, that guy's old," And the dude literally just pooed on the floor and walked away. Like
he pooped and just walked
and just stepped in. Had no idea.
And you're telling me that's a good time?
No, that's not what I'm saying. Like it was. It happens every time, but the dude legit just pooed on the floor.
Poor guy.
Listen.
Don't let this deter you, Jamie, from going to the Schvitz.
It's not making me.
We're going to do it.
Go.
We're going to do Jab's podcast day at the Schvitz.
Listen,
I'm in.
Count me in.
Yeah.
So I think
We did at Hustler Club.
So, so my understanding of it is you go there, you do the sauna and the whatever, and then you jump in the cold pool, and then you have a steak and cigar, and it's just like a bro out relaxation day.
I'm in.
So
Yeah, I got no problem with that at all.
We're going to have to go Schvitz.
I'm down for the Schvitz.
What kind of food they got? Stipe, you've done it?
No, I've heard nothing but good things about it.
okay.
Yeah, I've never done it either, but I've heard
Like,
it's
I
good
wanna
things.
see the
We got to
menu.
do it. So.
Yeah, where's that located?
It also it's not in a great area. I'm pretty sure
No,
there's
it's not.
East 116th.
Yeah,
there's there's a security guard, I think, by the parking lot, and it's it looks like a haunted house brick building.
You have no idea it's in Schvitz.
So this website is not their own, but it's finding the Schvitz is half the battle. The business has no address and is in a part of town most folks would rather avoid.
Yeah, perfect.
Awesome.
Good times.
I'm in.
We got to go. If you go to Google and then pull up Cleveland Schvitz or whatever, you'll see a picture of the building.
Yeah, there's no windows.
It looks like an abandoned factory from a movie.
Okay, well, Thursday at noon, I'll see you guys there. They're open.
They had a private party there, and I think one of Ryan's friends she bartended it. She said it was fun.
Yeah,
I'm sure it'd be a good time.
I would like to check it out.
So
Cleveland, let's make our own Schvitz.
I'm in
the backyard.
Yes,
We got a pool.
Got a pool.
Hot tub. We're good.
Turn the heat off.
just send Ryan and Mila out for the day.
No, Ryan stays. She's probably who cares.
She can make the food.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm sure
She's a hell of a chef.
she is a hell of a cook.
Some guys are really into pregnant women. It'd be great.
That reminds me the one time I can't remember why do we come. I came over here. Me and somebody else came over.
My mom's birthday.
No. Well, I gotta come support my lady, Stipe. No, I came over. I think we were tearing out this was at your old house. We were tearing out the garden or something in the back. We were ripping stuff up, all the wood, the planter boxes and stuff.
Moving out, yeah.
So we were ripping all that stuff out. And I think the selling point was you're like, oh, Ryan's making sauce.
Yeah.
She did the whole Italian spiel.
That's all it takes.
Dude, Stipe told me that, and I was like, all right, I'm in. And then I didn't realize it entailed stuffed peppers, sauce, meatballs. I mean, all made from scratch. I mean, phenomenal.
He would get a hold of us every once in a very great while at the fire station and be like, hey, I'm bringing dinner. And we always knew that meant that Ryan Marie was...
I cooked one time.
We knew that Ryan Marie was cooking something and he was going to bring it and just warm it up.
She backed me up. I made lasagna one time.
You did make lasagna one time. I know.
I pre-made it because I was going to fuck up at the station.
Yeah. Was that the time DC came?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. I know we had lasagna that night. I made it.
You made it. Yeah, it was really good. But yeah, I remember was it Kessler used to work with us. I was like, oh, could I take some more? You loved it. I was like, yes, it did good.
Yeah, because usually with you, it's Papa John's.
Or corn dogs.
Yeah.
Do you guys take turns?
Yeah, they
How does
did.
that work?
So I'm not there anymore. Oh, the stromboli was so amazing. Yeah, that was your wife would bring it.
No, they ordered to deliver now.
Oh,
yeah, because they know. Poland.
So usually
Poland?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Usually whoever was driving the engine for the day, because they would not be as busy as the squad. Mm-hmm. Whoever was driving the engine would be you're in charge of cooking dinner.
Yeah, gotcha.
So yeah, we'd have some good meals. Very good meals at the fire station, man. That's one thing you got to be good at. I always tell the young guys that we hire, you might not know how to cook. Mom still cooks for you, but start figuring it out quick.
I mean, if I had
hanging out in the kitchen
if I had to figure it out, you mean
yeah, you can.
I can't. I just don't do it because my wife's a great cook. Why would I?
Yeah, right.
I'm not to take away from her.
So today my wife is making all the cookies for the school's teachers.
I need 2 batches, by the way, from your daughter.
Gotcha.
The chocolate-covered Mother's Day.
Mother's Day.
I need 2 of those.
Okay. So my wife's making all the cookies for it's like Teacher Appreciation Week.
Yeah.
So she's
my daughter's school.
Yeah, so she's making all individual cookies for all the teachers there, and that is definitely my computer. Sorry, guys. And so tonight I had to make dinner for the kids and my separate little healthy dinner on the side, and I miss cooking. I realized, dude, I miss being at the station and cooking for the guys. And
once in a while.
Yeah, no, I do. I make them lunch every now and again, but I really do miss that part of it, man. I used to cook a lot.
Because now you're doing administrative stuff.
Yeah, it's not as fun. No, stressing about tax levies and shit.
We were. So part of the reason why we were trying to find a time to do this is one, we were so busy. We had the stuff on Wednesday and Friday with the draft and then
Saturday.
going to the games and whatever. And Saturday for you. Yeah. And Jamie's been working a ton. So one of the things he put down to talk about this week was that, so he hasn't been around, abandoning his kids as always. And his kids started Mighty Ducks without him.
Well, I was on it, dude. I started it and I stopped. I got back on it. I forgot. I've been so busy.
You didn't stop because you didn't like it?
No, I like it. I did. Yeah. No, I did enjoy it. I thought for 2 episodes I was all excited, but then same with the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Same thing. I was on it and then I just
got busy.
I know.
Dude, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
I'm gonna talk about it.
Finished it.
Did you finish it? It's so good.
It was so good. So
wait, all episodes are out now?
Yep.
Yeah.
There's 6 of them.
Yeah.
I think I'm at 2.
So
2.
came home from work a couple of days ago, and John's right. Like things have been chaotic for me the last few days, and my daughter, who we think might have a broken foot, and she's been home from school, and there's been a lot of shit going on. I have, trust me. And
Jamie tripped her.
She looked at me and she goes, "I have to tell you something." And I'm like, "All right, babe, what's going on?" She's like, let me preface this. We had watched the first episode together before I went into work a few nights ago.
So you already had that bit of excitement.
Yes.
Like you knew.
And it was like, I was saving it. Like, you've been telling me about it, but I've been saving it. Like, my son's a hockey player. Like, I've been saving it.
Dude, you're being a good parent.
So we watched the first one. I'm all in. I'm in, man. It was awesome.
It's good.
How good is Gordon Bombay?
So
dude,
good.
He's funny, dude.
And my daughter's like, we watched the rest of it without you.
How many episodes are in that one?
6.
Yeah, they're.
I think they still coming out?
They just put out 7 last week.
Well,
There's 3 more.
2's the one
There's 3
when
more.
they kind of come out with just destroying a terrible team.
I binged the fuck out of it the last couple of days at work. So.
I'm excited to watch. I just I was watching it because we were trying to sleep train my daughter in her bed, which didn't work at all.
Yeah,
and we were watching TV. But that was
yeah.
I'm into it. So, but so about that. So talking about like pregnant women nesting, Jesus, I'm like, it's falling apart right now. I've been doing everything. Wow. I don't mind it. So like, we came up with this idea because like with our parents, they're older and we don't want them to fall down our stairs we have because the kids' rooms are upstairs. Mm-hmm. So we, Mila sleeps in the bedroom with us because it's just easier that way. Because especially if I go to work or if I'm out of town. But also we used to have an office room, but we're making it into like a nursery kind of playroom too. So they'll be her and the baby will be in there, while me and Mia are sleeping in the bedroom. Yeah, so I'm putting it all together. I was actually proud of myself, except for I put a dresser together and then realized that I put it on backwards at the top. I think I was just the top. That was the only thing wrong. Besides that, it was like IKEA. It was like hard to put together.
I saw your wife posted a story on her Instagram about you wallpapering. I think it was The Office.
No, I was taking the wallpaper off in the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
In the mudroom.
Just another project for you to
do.
Yeah.
I'm like good at wallpaper
removal. You better
your
be
wife
good at
is
it by
cracking the whip, dude.
Yeah. Dude, it is what it is. Happy wife, happy life.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's jump into some. Have you guys ready? Or do you
let's do it.
anything else you want to? Yeah, we do have.
He was doing that the whole time. By the way, he was setting it up.
Yeah, I know
because he had no idea what he was doing.
Well, hey, before we get into questions, again, want to thank Doc Spartan, DocSpartan.com.
God damn, you beat me to it. Good one. Hey.
Nice. And I missed the hand lock. Stop rubbing my thumb. This is weird. Anybody on YouTube? I'm freaked out. So anyway, DocSpartan.com. Thanks for sponsoring the podcast. DocSpartan.com.
I can feel that motion on.
You can. I'm trying to get my hands smooth, dude. Use the code JAB, 15% off. DocSpartan.com. Great products, great people. We love working with them, and Well, Stipe loves the Sex Panther deodorant.
I do.
Lemongrass guy. No, you don't, Jamie. You're a lavender guy.
No, he's not. He's sexy. I can see that in his face, bro.
He wants to be.
Dude, when he goes home, he puts on leather straps and a ball in his mouth, bro, and just get some BDSM going on, right?
Oh, Jesus. He's got the ball in his mouth, right? Jamie?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, all right. Just want to make sure.
Yeah, that's it.
Jamie's.
No, but seriously, thank you to Doc Spartan. I appreciate everything, guys. You guys are awesome for the podcast, and we actually do enjoy their stuff. It's not like we're just saying that. We actually do use it, and if you guys check them out, DocSpartan.com, get 50% off with the code JAB.
JAB.
Very good. All
Into
right,
the
man.
questions, Jamie.
We do have a number of emails this week, which is awesome. They're not all just questions. Some of them are just statements. Hey, guys, I grew up in Medina, went off to college in Florida, eventually into the Marines, spending most of my time in Japan. I got out in 2018 and joined the Army Corps of Engineers and work out of Camp Humphreys, South Korea. This guy... Thank you for everything you do, sir.
Yeah, God bless you.
Yeah, thank you.
The podcast is like a little piece of home for me over here. Love hearing your banter on local sports and events. Please keep it up. Respectfully, Dan Novotny. P.S. When I'm home, I train at Strong Style in Professor Pablo's class. I've always seen Stipe lumbering around. Would love to get a round of grappling in whenever I manage to get back.
Not gonna happen. I want to keep my confidence up, my friend.
Very good. So thanks for the email, Dan. We really do appreciate it.
And God bless you, dude.
Yeah, and thanks for everything you're doing, man. All right. You want to pronounce that name? Because that is definitely Croatian. It's Alex Kalajic.
Yeah,
I think that's close enough.
Yeah.
Sorry, bud.
I can't see.
Hey, boys. Alex from Vancouver, Canada. First of all, immigrant mentality Stipe is the baddest man on the planet.
Boom.
Few questions. Whose body shot was better, Stipe's against Daniel Cormier in the octagon or John's off the hairy old lady at the bar?
Oh, here
Wait,
That
what was
is the fucking
Say that
best
again?
question.
What body shot was better, mine or DC's or yours off that old lady with the hairy?
Such a great question.
By the way, let's talk about that. I almost brought the lady to the Indians game. Me and Jamie talked about it. I wish I had known her. I would have brought her.
We would have made that happen for sure.
I'll be right back.
That would have been a quick turnaround.
Go ahead, buddy.
No, that would have. I feel like I lost on that one, even though I'm the one who. No, yeah, because I took the shot.
You took the shot.
I lost worse than what DC did when
Yeah.
he got the body shot.
Yeah.
I was worse for me.
I love that Stipe just had to go over there to
Oh, yeah, Stipe is turning his Twitch on.
He's got to
so
turn on Twitch.
I
If
think
you're
he's
into
going
Twitch,
on shortly. Yeah,
check out
if you're,
Stipe
if you're into
Miocic.
Twitch, go follow Stipe.
Yeah, so let's finish this one up here. What are the boys' thoughts about hockey? How long would Stipe last on skates throwing off the gloves for a scrap against an NHL enforcer like Milan Lucic? What is the bottle behind John's head on the shelf? Rakia? I don't know what that is. What is that, buddy?
Oh, we'll go with that in a second. I think Stipe would do fine. I think it's a balance issue on the skates.
100%, right?
I think. Yeah. I mean, if he had good footing, I think he'd be fine. Yeah. But I think on the skates is when he really gets a little dicey.
You ever go ice skating with him?
I have not.
I don't know if he's any good on the skates.
I don't know if he is either.
He's pretty good on pretty much mostly everything he does. So.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd figure it out.
Yeah.
He has a tendency. He's one of those guys where he, usually picks it up pretty quick.
And to kind of answer part of that as well, Alex, what are the thoughts about hockey? My son has been playing for a couple of years now. He's a goalie now, and pretty much every evening when I'm doing work at home on the television, I've got NHL playing in the background at all times. So where I used to not really pay much attention to it, I follow hockey like crazy now. What you got, John?
Anyway, the bottle that's behind my head, I'm assuming you're talking about this one.
Gotta be.
Is one of my really good friends, not to be a Debbie Downer, one of my really good friends, Stipe's wife's cousin, friend of the family cousin, that's how they kind of know each other. He passed away unexpectedly, and his twin brother got married. His dad, he had bottles of wine for everybody at his wedding with a label on it for his brother who passed away. So that's what this bottle is.
Awesome. Very good. All right, man. What's the next one we got here? Hey guys.
No, you have the list, Jamie. Why are you asking me?
I'm asking myself. I'm just talking out loud. I'm gonna move over to Stipe's empty seat because it just looks like Cousin It right now. All right, from Brian Bork. Hey guys, name's Brian. I just want to say I love the podcast. It's really fun, and the intro and outro music is funky as hell. Thank you, Brian. I am the one who found that. I am the one that selected that. I will take full credit for it. I have to ask.
Hold on.
If
1 second.
Go ahead.
You didn't find anything. Seth gave us options, and we all picked that one.
No. I'm the one who said I want that one specifically at this part. Because that was like 50 seconds into the sample that he gave us.
Yeah,
the music is it's the one thing I can take credit for.
I was gonna make a suggestion.
Welcome
we
back,
need to change the music.
I love our music, dude.
You like the intro
It's
outro
upbeat,
music?
but-
I like it. I mean, I don't hate it.
No, I know you hate
Apparently
it.
you do.
Come up with it.
Thank you, Stipe.
I didn't. What are you talking
He's selfish
about?
like that.
No,
Thank
I'm
you.
not. We got
He's happy because he came up with the name of the podcast.
I'm literally getting an email saying how great the music is, and he's saying he wants to change it.
No, I said at one point I wanted to change it.
I have to ask.
Pretty much the whole time.
All right, back to the email. I have to ask A, if the GOAT Stipe is ever going to come to Ireland so I can finally meet him, and B, would you guys ever do a live Q&A with fans on one of the social media accounts or via videos sent in like Chael used to do on his YouTube? Keep up the good work,
That's a great
guys.
idea. I didn't
Can't
think
wait
about
for the next episode. OH.
Well, first, for the first question to that part A, yes, I would love to. I was supposed to fight there. Unfortunately, I had to pull out of the fight, but I do plan on going there. That'd be great. I want to get a pint of beer from there. That'd be amazing.
It was Rothwell.
Yeah, Ben Rothwell.
Yeah.
And then on B, I mean, that's a great idea. I think we should do that one time.
Yeah,
I think once we get a little bit bigger.
I wouldn't mind.
I mean, I don't want like two people to show up and ask one question,
Yeah, it'll be my wife asking me when I'm coming home.
Same with my wife. She's like, hey, you get your daughter cookies.
Right.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing like an Instagram thing where you put out a question thing.
Yeah,
and then
for sure.
people submit stuff.
Yeah.
We answer it.
That's a great idea. Thank you, Brian, for the email. We do appreciate it.
Boom.
All right, we I don't know if you guys saw this one. It's long. We're not going to read it. George Daltrich.
Someone wrote us a really nice thing, and Jamie
no, it was awesome. He wants to jump in and give us a hand with a lot of shit. So if you get a chance, go check it out. It's he's all about. He's a Croatian American. He's over in Croatia right now doing a some sort of work study program and wants to help us out with social and stuff like that. So if you get a chance to read it, please do.
Yeah, I would love to.
All right, jumping over to the Instagram. This comes from Alexandra Van Hook.
Oh, yeah. They're from
Texas.
Texas, yeah.
Howdy from Texas. Quick question. My boyfriend, Brendan Seafring,
his birthday, right?
proud native Clevelander, geeks the fuck out about y'all's show. He absolutely loves you guys and listens to you guys religiously. I was wondering if you guys could give him a birthday shout out on your next episode. He's turning 27, and I know that this would be the best present he could ask for. I'm happy to pay y'all for your time or donate to a charity of y'all's choice. Fingers crossed you guys can come through and make my guy's day. So first of all, something about a woman that says y'all when they're from the South. Love it.
Game over.
Yep.
Does it for you?
Does
Sold.
it.
All right.
Does it. And
Better baby.
secondly, you don't have to donate a damn thing to anybody.
Well,
or
no.
pay us.
I think we should donate to John Pollock's Bumble account.
That's terrible. Does
See,
that cost
I
money?
would have said if you feel like donate to the Allison Rose
Oh, yeah.
Foundation.
You can do that. Yeah, Allison Rose.
Instead, it turns into my
Well,
sad Bumble account. I need to be able to super swipe on women on Bumble to pay for swipes.
so
Well,
listen,
first off, Brendan,
but if
happy 27th birthday, my friend. Pollock, can you shut your face for a
Sorry,
change?
go ahead. You do your thing.
Happy birthday, Brendan. Thank you for being a loyal listener. And happy birthday, my man. 27th. Boom.
Yeah, enjoy it, man. We do appreciate it. And again, you do not have to pay us or donate anything, but if you do feel the opportunity, the AllisonRoseFoundation.org.
In 3 weeks, we'll be golfing. Or 12 months.
It's it's a place that is near and dear to my heart, and Stipe has worked with them quite a bit as well. So
Great
thanks a lot,
business.
guys.
Happy birthday, man.
Yeah, all right.
Good pick.
Very good
Beautiful
pick.
dog.
All right, boys. So I think that was all I had.
All right.
So was there one more?
Oh.
No, that was another one. So really quick though, before we wrap it up, actually it's perfect. We're at about an hour and 6 minutes. My boy Andrew from Vancouver, I sent you a message about earlier.
I just saw that.
Yeah, no worries. Andrew, we're thinking about you. Andrew's father passed away this morning. He's been a huge fan of Stipe from his career. He's a Croatian living in Canada. I met him for the first time in Brazil, actually at team dinner when he showed up with a case of Miller High Life and got kicked out, and then we chased him down, and I think he's shown up to every fight since.
Yeah, I remember we saw him in Texas too.
Yeah. So Andrew, we're thinking about you, man. We're so sorry. And absolutely, we'll catch up again soon.
Yeah, man. In our prayers, dude.
Yeah. What you got for us, John?
Yeah.
Lead us out, buddy.
Yeah,
All right.
man. You do your thing, my friend.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Hey.
What?
May the 4th be with you.
Oh yeah, I got my Chewbacca shirt on. Thanks for listening. I used to be able to do it. I don't have the. I can't do it anymore. It just sounded like I'm choking on the microphone. Oh, jeez.
That's disgusting.
You're the one making gurgly noises.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for listening to the
Stuck in my
podcast,
throat.
everybody. Please reach out to us, the_jabs_podcast @gmail.com. You can find us on Instagram and Twitter @jabspodcast. Also, search us on YouTube. You can just search you can search YouTube on YouTube. You can search Jabs Podcast on YouTube. We should pop up. You'll be able to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for post notifications. You can find Stipe on all social media platforms @Stipe Miocic. You can find Jamie at Mekalek, MEKALEK on Instagram and Twitter. You can find me on Instagram @JPChewbacca. It's like Chewbacca without the CA. And we appreciate the support. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. And this podcast is going to be a day late, so probably on Thursday, which we apologize, but we're back on schedule on every Wednesday after that. But we thank everyone for being loyal and listening. And again, if you need any questions, ask us, or just birthday shout outs, how we want to spend your money, just let us know. John with his dating advice, he's amazing. So Jamie, how to be happiest person alive, whatever you want.
Sorry,
Stipe, how to talk.
I just remembered this.
Wow.
Jamie thought the bartender at the draft liked me.
She did.
What was his name?
I don't know.
No, it was just she. She was beautiful, and she was into John.
John,
All right,
why don't you
everybody.
step it up,
Thanks
dude?
a lot for
We're gonna
joining
talk
us.
about this next podcast. I'm
We
so
will
pissed right
talk
now.
about it
You guys
next
are-
podcast. We hate Rick Russo.
Bye. We hate Rick Russo.
Shut up.